Alright, I now give you a house tour. Let me give you a house tour, show you what I live in. But that's not the purpose of this video. There's a storage room, my daughter's old room. We use this for storage right now. I'm gonna clean it out. Foyer. My digital peephole, so the car backup camera on the front door. That's been powered on for 4 years. Non-stop. Anyway. Living room. Replace all these walls, the interior. Built the entertainment center. I built a different coffee table. This one I bought. Anyway. This was a one-car garage. It's now storage. And we keep a deep freezer in there. And there's a lot of junk in there that we need to throw away. This is all temporary placement stuff. Got a bathroom right here. And they're a mess, and I'm going to explain why. Plumbing issues. Vintage 1976 green bathtub. Nice. Green lavatory. Built these cabinets as well, with the exception of that cheap mirror door. Hey, I need to shave. Anyway. And it's just a closet, storage closet. Has a light in it. It's just a hall closet. Hallway. We didn't remodel this. This is the cat's room. I'm sure y'all seen other videos of cats in there. That's where the cats live. My son's room. I'm not going to show you too much of his room. Everything's remodeled. The walls look just like the living room. All wood. Made my own frames and trim. My own baseboards, moldings. Anyway. Purpose of this video. When I said plumbing nightmare, this is the master bedroom. It's bare right now. That's the coffee table I made. Anyway, I have a big closet in there, a big walk-in closet. I want to say it's like a 8 by 10 or something. Plumbing. Brand new $500, $450 Harbor Freight powered router. Hoping that would resolve my issues. Oh boy, it didn't. I got everything torn apart. The bathrooms have never been remodeled. That was next on the remodel list. Anyway, these bathrooms are the condition they were in when I bought the house 4 years ago. With the exception of new toilets. You wonder why there's a high lift jack in my bathroom. I broke my toilet. I have a non-powered router. My problem started 2-3 days ago. Bathtub drain was slow. This morning none of the toilets were flush. So I went to the front of the house, the main clean out. I ran my other router, which is the same as that one, but it's not. It doesn't have powered feed. You gotta do it by hand. I done tore my hands up, man. I got big blisters on my fingers, water blisters, calluses, holes, cuts from feeding that cable for 3 hours. I was playing in front of the house and right here, and I wasn't making progress. Nothing was draining. This pipe goes down, it 90s over, I don't know how far, but there's a main line that runs straight to my septic tank is over here, behind this window. So it must be a 10-foot run of pipe. It goes down, 10-foot run of pipe, and it's gonna 90 back into the tank. I don't know for sure. I don't know what's on the slab. I wasn't here in 76 when the guy designed it, and there's no drawings or blueprints. Anyway, I let out about 20 foot of cable. 20 foot of cable. Maybe 30. Yeah, actually it's more than that. It was a 50-foot cable. I probably went 30 foot of cable. Then my cable started binding up. And when it binds up, this cable twists up and knots up inside the spool. It makes a horrible racket. It's very hard to undo it. I didn't invest much time, but I was hoping I could pull the drum apart and fix it. I couldn't. Now you got to work through these little holes. I fought it and fought it. Disassembled everything I could, and I fixed it 4 times. It done that to me. I couldn't back the cable out. The cable was stuck. So my next step was disassemble the machine. Thankfully it's got a connection on the cable end right here because that end will not fit through. But I couldn't get the cable out, it was stuck, so I choked the chain on it, used my high lift jack, I bent the cable. Could probably reuse the cable, it's been here. I used the high lift jack to bust it out of here and yank it out, because if I could not get this cable out, there's no sense in trying to unclog it. But thankfully I got the cable out. My next step would have been, my theory was the cable made it all the way through and went into the sewage tank and then just twisted up and made a big ball, and I couldn't pull it. That was my fear. And the only way to get inside my sewage tank is not a sewage tank, it's a cesspool. In 1976, people made their own sewage systems. This is a homemade sewage system. Like 2 years ago, I got a video of my little Nortrac trencher. I was rebuilding my drain field. It's illegal to build a cesspool, but if you have a cesspool, if it's working, you can maintain it, but you can't build one. It's illegal. So my system was working, but there's no access to get into it. So that meant I would have had to pump it down, call a truck, pump it out, get an excavator, dig a hole, or bust through the top of my concrete slab. I got like a 10 by 10 square concrete slab outside that covers my cesspool. It's about 4 to 6 inches thick. I would have had to bust through that a hole big enough for me to get in there and grab the other side of this cable and then pull it all the way through. That would have been my next option, if the cable was really stuck there and not stuck somewhere else. I don't know. I was guessing that's where it was because you cannot see inside the tank for any kind of inspection. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. This is not what I want to do. And I just swept and mopped like 2 days ago. Everything was clean. I gotta do it all over again. So I've been fighting with this literally all day. I got it this morning, about 6:30. Used the bathroom, flushed the toilet, it didn't flush. Brushed my teeth, wouldn't drain. So that's what I've been dealing with all day. And I'm calling it quits. My neighbor's got some crawfish and cold beer. It's time. I ain't had crawfish in a while. I've had cold beer recently, but not crawfish. It is 7:55. Can't wash dishes. Can't do laundry. There's my laundry room, by the way. Can't do laundry. Every drain ties into that main line. So I can't do running water. I can do running water because since my router cable made it through, it's a 1/2 inch cable and I had a 1 inch spade bit, so it has a little hole. So the sink's gonna drain. I'd have to run the water for a while, so I can probably do dishes. But you know, if you gotta do a number 2 in the bathroom and you put toilet paper in a number 2, it's gonna plug up that little hole. So our active toilet right now, I went and grabbed the toilet out of the houseboat. I know I'm too much information, right? I went and grabbed the little portable toilet out of the houseboat, and that's what we're gonna use for number 2. As written right now, the toilet slowly drains down, just liquids. If I flush it, it doesn't go anywhere. It will slowly, over the next 10 minutes, the level will drop. So I am getting some drainage, not enough. The problem started with the bathtub. I pulled hair out. I fixed that drain and to access my bathtubs. I have a false panel I remove inside there for this bathtub, and the other bathtub is behind this panel. So yeah, that's what I got going on. Not too happy, but I'm very happy I got that cable out, but I still didn't fix my original problem. So I don't think I'm gonna give any more updates about my sewage. But that's what I got going on. That's how my day is going, on top of all my other stress. And some of y'all know I'm going through a legal separation with the wife right now. It's just a battle that didn't need to happen. I'm not gonna explain why at the moment. I'm not gonna say it's her fault. I'm not gonna say it's my fault. But I just got a lot of stress going on. That's why my videos have slacked off lately. My traffic on my channel is definitely down because I'm not posting content. I mean, that's what happens to the YouTube channel when you don't post content. And over the past month, me and my son has been bonding. Like, I don't want to get into details, but me and my children were not allowed to bond. We were emotionally abused and controlled for over 23 years. We were rarely allowed to express feelings, or unless it was towards her. And again, the way any way I tell the story, she looks bad, and I don't want to do that right now. I'm a very kind and considerate person, but since she left, the bond me and my son picked up, because she didn't just abandon me, she abandoned my 16-year-old son as well. And there's no way I can say it where she doesn't sound horrible. Again, I wish y'all could have her side of the story, even though I'm not buying her side of the story. Most people are not, but still, there's always two sides to the story that y'all don't know. So I'm not gonna slander her. It's really none of y'all business. But I'm just explaining, giving you a backstory of why I have not been uploading, why I've been having a rough time. I found myself drinking more often. I have a terrible time sleeping. I have a medical marijuana card, but I don't use this stuff. I don't like it. And I've also been smoking more, which I was doing good for a long time, barely smoking. Anyway, that's how my day went. It's pretty bad when you have to bring a high lift jack into your bathroom to unclog your pipes. I'm just saying. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate all of y'all. Love y'all and respect y'all. Catch y'all on the next one.